Hey, you guys, welcome back. I'm going to be filming my podcast. If you like this episode or if you've liked these, make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Share this, go to my homepage, and check out the link to the rest of my socials. And comment your thoughts because I would love to hear them. And make sure you subscribe. Check out my podcast, Better Than Yesterday, Jayla and Baby, and leave a comment, rating, and review if you like it. So here we go. And I'm having a little bit of allergies today, so that's just bear with me. Hey, you guys, welcome back to the Better Than Yesterday podcast. This is Jayla M Baby, episode 23, and today we're going to be talking about the power of discipline. Now, to start, what even is discipline? So, discipline is basically the self control that you have while managing your internal feelings and overcoming your weaknesses. So, it's very important to realize that everybody has weak points. The strongest people in the world, the smartest people in the world, the wisest people in the world, everybody in the world has a weak point. Everyone has weaknesses because we are human. I think it's very important to emphasize that in the beginning of this episode, just because I think a lot of people think that the most successful, smart, strong, whatever people that they strive to be are just these perfect people with no flaws, no imperfections, and no weaknesses. And that is the farthest from the truth. So it's very important to address this in the beginning of this episode because everybody has weaknesses and we all can use more growth and be better and better than we were yesterday, right? Better than yesterday, Jayla and Baby. Anyway, so it's important to realize within discipline that everybody is human. We have self-control and being able to manage that self-control with regardless of how we feel is what discipline is. Okay. So if we're tired, if we're scared, if we're worried, if we're like, for example, it's 10:05 right now. I barely slept last night, like 4 hours because I went out for graduation and I work at 5, so I'm going to be up in a few hours, but I told myself that I was going to be filming a podcast episode every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So I'm doing this regardless of how I feel because I said I would do it. And I could have managed my time better and did it earlier in the day, which I didn't do. And that is the consequence of that, right? So there's the discipline in me. I'm going to do this regardless. I know better next time. I could do this earlier if I knew I was going to be tired. I clearly know that I need more time to sleep. So I should have done this earlier in the day so I don't run into this problem. Now, I know that now, and I'm going to move forward with the knowledge I have to be stronger and better for the future to come. That's all you can do, right? So, another thing to remember about discipline is I think a lot of people think that successful people and whatever their success is that they're motivated every day. And they're like, oh my gosh, I wish I had as much motivation as you. You're so motivated. Like, how are you so motivated? It's like, no, they're not motivated every day. That's crazy. That's impossible. It's impossible to be motivated every day. Everybody's going through their own stuff. You can't be motivated every day. It's the discipline every day, right? Some days you're going to wake up so motivated, and other days you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I do not want to do this. But it's that discipline in you to be doing it regardless because you said that you would, which now ties in to my perfect gateway into how to be disciplined. Now, I will never forget the day when I decided to start being more disciplined. I was actually at the gym and I was supposed to do this ab workout and I absolutely did not want to do it, but I remember telling myself on the way to the gym I was going to do this ab workout. And then I got there and I did a bunch of different other workouts. And I was like, "You know what? That's enough. I think I'm good." And then I realized I sat and I thought about how many times I've done that. How many times I've arrived to the gym and said I was going to do stuff and then I didn't do it because I felt like I did enough. So I ended up doing the ab workout anyway. And I remember telling myself, I need to start always following through when I say I'm going to do something. I need to follow through when I say, not just for myself, not just for other people, it's for everything. You say you're going to be there, you're going to be there. You say you're going to do it, you're going to do it. You say you're going to fix it, you're going to fix it. You need to hold not you always need to hold yourself accountable. That is a big part of discipline. The way you do one thing is the way you do everything. I'm going to repeat that because it's huge. It's huge. The way you do one thing is the way you do everything. So if you always flake, if you always just stop because it's hard, if you always just, yeah, no, and then you're always going to do that in everything you do. If you always do the bare minimum in things, you're always going to do the bare minimum in everything you do. If you always go above and beyond in everything, you're always going to go above and beyond in everything you do. It's very true. It's a pattern, becomes a habit. That's why people who look fit and good, they build a habit. They have a habit of eating clean. They have a habit. They love the way it makes them feel. It's ongoing. All right. Discipline takes practice and then it becomes like nothing, right? We build it. It builds up. You can't just not be disciplined today and disciplined tomorrow. That's why diets don't work. But you have to be disciplined. You're disciplined for only a short amount of time, then you think you can just go back to eating how you were, and that's not how it goes. You need to have something that's sustainable and continuous, a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle. Everything for success in general, it's a lifestyle change, a lifestyle mindset change, a lifestyle consistency change, a lifestyle diet change. It's all a lifestyle change, not just the short term. That's the problem nowadays. Everybody wants quick fixes, quick solutions, quick this. So if you do this, you'll do this, you'll get this, and you'll be that. No. The key is to be consistent and being disciplined enough to know that you're not going to get that reward right now. You're not going to get that reward right now. You'll get it later. That's the issue. You need to be okay with not being rewarded every time you do something. You need to be okay to value that. That's also why I think I love to dance so much. All my friends are like, oh my gosh, you love to dance. I do, but it's because when I'm alone, I'm not listening to music anymore. I'm listening to podcasts, I'm listening to audiobooks, I'm learning. I use my entertainment time for listening to music when I'm with friends and family, and it makes me value it more. That's my reward, right? And it makes me so happy. And it's almost like my energy is so high and happy that it rubs off on the people around me, and I'm happy to give that to people because I value it so much more. So anyway, how to be disciplined. We said stand by your word no matter what, no matter who it is. Yourself, friends, family, you stand by it, you follow through no matter how you're feeling. A huge thing tying into weaknesses, how everybody has weaknesses. Being aware of your weaknesses and your strengths and working through those weaknesses by limiting your temptations and distractions. Limiting them. Whatever's weakening for you, for example, let's use me as an example because I'm totally okay with talking about my weak points because it's okay to be vulnerable. I love sugar. I love sweets. I feel uncontrollable sometimes, most of the time around sweets. I can't have things I love in my house sometimes because I feel uncontrollable. And I'm aware of that, and that's okay. So what I do is I limit it. I don't put it in my house. It's away from distraction. It's not near me. If I want it, I can go out and get it. I can get it at a restaurant. I can get it with a friend. And in the back of my head, I tell myself I can have it when I want. But it's that control. You have control of what you're bringing in and out of your life. For example, if you have an addiction to gaming or something, video games, don't have that video game feature or whatever, electronic, I don't know what it's called, PC or something, whatever, sorry, in your home. Maybe get rid of it and only play games at your friend's house that has it. That way you can be focused more. You want to be focused on your goals and focused on what you want to do in the day. Maybe limiting your screen time if that's an issue. I have screen time on my phone. It shuts off at 8. Doing things like that to limit the temptation and limit your distractions. We all have weak spots. You are human. It's okay to have weak spots. It's normal to have weak spots. Another thing is being aware, not ignorant. Be aware that you have the weak spots and acknowledge it. Don't just brush it off. Be aware. Being disciplined into always wanting to grow and be better and do it and be there. It's important. Something that helps to be disciplined is a routine. Sometimes when we feel weak and we stick to the routine and the regimen, it becomes easier. It becomes secondhand nature. Sticking the routine, pushing through it, getting it done. Even finding a routine that works for you. Sometimes a morning routine doesn't work for everyone. Maybe it's a night routine that's best for you. That's fine. But having a routine helps a lot in any way that may be beneficial to you. Something that helps me, which I did when I was setting up a routine, and sometimes you switch it up. Sometimes you can have the same routine for like 5 years, and that's normal. Writing down a routine, writing down like maybe 3 different routines and trying them for 3 days, and then rating them out of 10 and doing a little summary as to what worked for you, what didn't, what you want to switch, what you want to change, and keep trying a new one until you find one that's perfect for you. And staying disciplined enough to love that routine, love the grinds, love the consistency, waking up every day and feeling good in the routine that you created for yourself. Stop doing things that you don't like doing. Consistency over perfection will work for success every single time. Stay consistent in things that help you grow and you to be better. Stop doing things because people tell you this is what works and it's so hard and you need to do it because if you don't do it, then no. Do things, embody things that you love. If you want a certain type of person to walk into your life, embody that person. Be that person to yourself. If you be that person that you want to attract, they will find you because they are looking for you. So I hope this episode helped you in whatever way it may. If you like it and it influenced you in any type of positive way, please leave a rating and review and share it. I will see you guys soon. Take care. And as always, remember to be 1% better than you were yesterday. Have a great day.